from Boulder, this is Coach Prime's Playbook with Romy Bean. Now your host, Romy Bean, and the coach of the CU Buffs, Deion Sanders.
Big hole, left side, like a rolling boulder, he rolls his way to the end zone. Touchdown. Rifles it right side, intercepted at the 10, into the end zone. DJ McKinney. Dre'lon Miller makes the grab, makes a man miss. He steps out of another tackle, but he's slowed down. And again, a Herculean effort. Throw it downfield, grab is made. Downfield, a grab. Now he bounced up, running down the far sideline to the end zone. Goes Amorian Miller. Smith to throw, and he freezes, and he's hammered. And Arden Walker got there for the Colorado Buffaloes.
I think we're going to win differently, but we're going to win. We're going to win differently, but we're going to win. I don't know if it's going to be the Hail Marys at the end of the game, but it's going to be hell during the game.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Season 3 of Coach Prime's Playbook. We got some changes for you coming this season, right, Coach?
I love change.
I love change.
I love change.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
It's great to see you.
I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know. You know, it's been too long. This feels good. We're back at it.
You've been cheating on us with the Broncos.
You know, it's because I was just waiting for us to get going.
I got you.
But thank you for welcoming me back.
There you go.
And we come back out here, this beautiful new turf field, Friday night. You said in that opening, you're going to win differently this year. What does that mean?
It's not going to be the heroics of maybe 400 yards passing and Travis jumping over somebody, LaJohntay, Jimmy, and so forth. It's going to be a little more physical, a little more rough, a little rough. Defense is going to fly around. Second year up under Coach Livingston, second year up under Pat Shermer. It's going to be different, and I like different.
Yeah,
I do, and I know how we're thinking about the game plan and what we're going to implement, but it's going to be a different brand of Colorado Buffalo football.
You say physical, and when I think, that's built in the offseason, and you bring in Swayze, and these guys are, you look at that O-line, guys are
good.
Bigger. How do you instill that mentality of physicality?
That's the Florida thing. I would have got a Florida boy to bring that Florida thing, that mentality, that thought process. Swayze has that, man. And all the guys, they say they're Swayze built. That's what they say. I'm Swayze built. Yeah. And he's done a phenomenal job along with his staff of really getting these young men ready physically, mentally, and emotionally, and psychologically ready to play.
I feel like you're probably tired of talking about, we know there's no Shedeur, no Travis, no Cam. The list goes on. But not only did you lose production, you lost a lot of leadership. So I'm curious, when you went into this offseason and go into this season, were you more concerned about replacing the production or the leadership? Well,
when you have somewhat success, as we did a year ago, you highlight the guys that were those type of guys, and you just go try to, what's the word I'm using? Emulate those type of guys. You can't imitate, but you can emulate those type of guys and what they had. What did Cam Selman have? He was a dog, man. He worked hard every practice. He wanted it. And you go try to find those type of guys. And you got to have two guys to find Travis. You know that. But as some of the other guys, you try to emulate and simulate what they brought to the table and bring it in here, and that's what we did. We have a good group of guys. I'm proud of them academically. I'm proud of them physically, emotionally, psychologically. I'm just proud of what they're doing. Like, it ain't too much bullshit going on around here. They're not on too many late lists, missed breakfast, I missed the way. It's not too much of that. And when it is that, they know they're going to be disciplined. So they're already on point on that. But I'm proud of the team that we have assembled.
Great character. It's always a hallmark of a Coach Prime team. You got 2 quarterbacks. You announced Kaidon Salter is going to start on Friday. How do you see this kind of panning out throughout the season? Is it a competition all season? Will we just see both all season?
Every position is competition. There ain't nobody just got a kickstand down and just relax. Everybody has got to work to earn it week in and week out. But Kaidon has a ton of experience. He's been up under the lights before. And he's a dual threat guy that can do some incredible things, especially when he's on. Juju's going to get opportunities. We plan on implementing him in the game plan as well. But to start off with, it's going to be Kaidon.
Looking forward to seeing both of them in the black and gold on this field coming up on Friday. It's time now for Who's Next, and that's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. They finished just above 500 last season. They had a crazy 8-overtime thriller game against Georgia, and of course, they shared the national championship in 1990 with the Colorado Buffaloes. Let's hear now from Coach Key, who grew up in the South and was a big fan of Coach Prime, both the football player and the baseball player.
To see him be able to perform and play at both sports at such a high level, and it was just the coolest thing because there were two guys then that were doing it. It was him and it was Bo Jackson, and those were the two guys that I wanted to be like when I grew up. So I obviously couldn't hit a curveball, and then wasn't fast enough to play corner or running back, and so here I am.
Coach Key, just chilling in the white tee.
I'm rocking that next press conference.
Okay, I like it.
I'm wearing a white tee.
No hat, no nothing?
Just a white tee.
I like it. I like it.
I'm going to have one necklace on, though. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to do a little something.
Got to be me.
A little something.
Got to be me.
Right. All right, I love it. Obviously, you open up with a formidable foe. What do you like about Georgia Tech?
First of all, they're well coached, fundamentally sound, don't make many mistakes, physical. They can run the ball. Their quarterback is versatile. He's a threat. He's really darn good. I like everything about him, his swagger, his confidence, his rhythm, the way he attacks the game, his mental and physical toughness. I like everything about that young man. He's a born leader.
With a guy like that, what's the biggest challenge?
You got to get to him and getting to him because he's dual threat as well. He can throw and run the ball, and he runs a very complex offense that involves a lot of movement. And you got to get past all that movement and see where they are, make sure you checking off and you calling things properly, and that's the problem. A lot of young men don't talk anymore. They texting or they DMing or whatever, so they force you to communicate. But we're going to force them to communicate as well.
Oh, I love it. We cannot wait. Friday cannot get here soon enough. We got to take a break here on Coach Prime's Playbook. And coming up next, we're going to talk about, I don't know, maybe he'll be a leader or a dog this season. I don't know, but he's certainly stepping up in a big way this year. We'll get to know one of your Buffs on the other side.
This is Coach Prime's Playbook.
Set, throws the feed downfield. Dre'lon Miller makes the grab, makes a man miss. He steps out of another tackle, but he's slowed down. And again, a Herculean effort.
Welcome back into Coach Prime's Playbook. We got CU Georgia Tech coming up on Friday, and one guy we know we're going to see a whole lot of, Dre'lon Miller, kind enough to join us today. Going into year two, Dre'lon, well, first and foremost, just how you feeling? Game on Friday, season getting going.
I'm excited. You know, I feel like we left a lot on from last year, a lot of unfinished business. So I'm just ready to go out there and execute it Friday.
You know, I'm so happy we have you on today because we talk about the wide receivers, and everybody originally was saying, oh my gosh, they're losing all this talent. 4 guys go to the NFL. But wait, look how stacked this room is now. How do you look at this opportunity to continue to elevate the prestige of the wide receivers at CU?
One thing I gained from my coach in the receiver room is just, it's not about the player or the name. It's about the production. So we can't replace the Travis, the LaJohntay, the Will, the Jimmy. But what we can do is replace the production. I feel like we're going to do that in our receiver room.
Do you look at that? Are you excited about that kind of opportunity to step into that role?
Most definitely. You know, I feel like it brings it's not pressure. It's never pressure. We're just playing football. It's a game we've been playing since we've been young. So I feel like we just got to go out there, we start coaching and execute.
I feel like we're talking a lot about the 2 Millers in the room. Who else in your room do you think could have a really big season?
Any of them. Like I was telling them, I can pick with my eyes closed. I can trust any of them guys to go out there and get their job done.
For you, you started all 13 games as a freshman, one of the few true freshmen to start the first game last year at CU. When you went back and you looked at your freshman season, what did you take from it, and what did you really put into work in the offseason?
I just emphasized a lot, just bring back the old Dre'lon. Bring back what got me here, bring what got me recruited to come here and play football. So I just feel like everything is over with. It's in the past. We're in a new season. I don't look back in Coach Brown was talking about the other day, don't look back in the past. We're in the future now. So I'm just ready to get to it.
When you say go back to what brought you here, what made you want to bring him here?
The way he attacks the game, the way his love and affection for the game, his why he plays the game. You don't have to worry about how he is going to practice because he's going to give you everything he has. Even if he makes a mistake, he made it going full speed. So I'm excited to see his production this year. I want to make sure we use him properly and get him the ball the way he needs the ball, because he's a darn receiver / running back. He could do every darn thing. He could start at running back if he really wants to. That's the kind of young man he is. Never complained, never bicker, murmurs, barely is ever injured, thank praise God. But this is a young man that was raised properly, and I'm proud of him.
You came here to play for Coach Prime. Has it been what you expected? Has it been different?
Most definitely. Just coming out of here in high school, just seeing the actual Coach Prime and just watching him on TV.
The actual Coach Prime, like I ain't him.
Just seeing him and just watching him on TV. It's been a blessing, honestly. I just thank the men above for putting me in this position. I just got to take the most of it.
I saw him early. You got to understand, he was coming to Texas to work out with Shador at the crib, so I got a chance to see him go to work early, and I was like, that young man right there, and they kind of took him up under their wings and they taught him.
Yeah.
So he learned from, some of the receivers that's in the NFL now in Shador, and it was wonderful seeing him progress. So whatever he got, one-on-one or whatever, he knew because of the relationship he established in the summer that ball was coming, and we hope that continues now.
Do you look to have a bigger leadership role this year as well?
Most definitely. Last year in the room, I felt like I was just that dry sponge, soaking up all the knowledge I can in the receiver room. And this year, I'm just a sponge, just letting it all out. And then the new guys in our room know the standard and what our standard is held to in the room. So just letting them know, just play free, trust your studies, trust your technique, and trust the coach, and most definitely just go out there and play with no doubts.
Oh, I love it so much, Dre'lon. We can't wait to watch you out here on this field. Light it up on Friday. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Guys, we got to take a break. We got a whole lot more coming up on the other side. Stick around.
This is Coach Prime's Playbook.
Welcome back into Coach Prime's Playbook, and we got a new segment this year. It's called Prime Cuts. So I think this is gonna get more
Prime
fun.
Cuts?
So what does that mean? It's
Am I getting the fade? I'm in the barber's chair.
Maybe I think we might need to take you to the barber chair.
That's tomorrow.
Or cuts of wisdom. Oh, that's tomorrow.
I like that, cuts of wisdom. I like that.
A little bit of that. Prime pontificating. On stuff. There is a player I want to talk to you about who's not going to be here, obviously this year, and that's Charlie Offerdahl.
Oh my God! You're trying to get me sad.
We love Charlie though. We had the pleasure of Charlie coming down. He was on my show a few weeks ago, and he just talked about how you were a father to him, how much he cared.
I just
about
left
you.
him. He just came to practice it, and almost put me in tears. We're trying to get him situated with a dentist office down the street so he could go in and get some reps. Because that's what he wants to go into, and I'm going to help him with everything I have, all the resources I have to make sure he's straight. You're talking about a good kid, a great man. That's who Charlie Offerdahl is. I mean, when I say his name, I just see him smiling. I see that mustache, that Magnum PI mustache, and I'm just so proud of him. I really am. I mean, I feel like he's my kid.
He said, and actually in this meeting that Bucky posted for us, he said you believed in him when no one else did. When you came in, and we always talk about that famous, I'm bringing my luggage and it's Louis. Yeah. How did you know that Charlie might end up being a piece of Louis?
I didn't at that point. Charlie or Ben or some of the other guys that are the OBs, we call them original buffs, they're the OBs. But that kid worked his butt off, kept his head down, didn't say much, just worked, and produced until you say, who is that? That's Charlie Offerdahl. And then you start doing some homework on him and some research on him, and you understand what makes him him. Wonderful, raised properly, wonderful father, wonderful mother, hardworking people that he's seen work their butts off. So he didn't get any handouts. So he came from hard work and determination and focus. I love this kid to life, and he's going to be successful at whatever he touches. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's going to be weird without him there.
He's going to be on the sideline. I told him, you come when you want. If you want to call a couple plays, you can do that too.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
One thing that's very cool is you're going to be honoring Coach Mack with the Coach Mack Pack. And when former players talk about what Coach Mack meant for them and did for them, it reminds me a lot of what these players say about what you do for them.
No, that's a blessing.
Why is it important for you to recognize him, to honor him, to remember him?
He changed the course and the trajectory of this program. He is forever known, recognized, beloved. I have dear friends that played for Coach Mack, and the way they talk about him is you wish that somebody talks about you in that manner because it's so passionate and so real and so genuine. And we got to honor him. I think I'm going to have a little something special for him as well. You know, not just the uniforms that the young men are wearing, but that's what we're emulating. We want to have the look that he adored and how they played. I think they went with the white socks. We usually go black socks when we're going with the gold pants. So we're going to go with the white socks as well.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's going to make it for an even more special season opener right here coming up on Friday. We got to take one more break. We got a little bit more coming up on the other side. We'll be right back.
This is Coach Prime's Playbook.
Welcome into the final whistle. We decided to change a little change of scenery here because I wanted to take a good look at this new beautiful turf here. This crowd. It's going to be a night game.
Every moment, like sometimes I stay the night here. I tell you, I stay all night a lot.
Yeah.
I sleep here a lot. But just waking up to seeing it, it's unbelievable. It's beautiful.
Does it ever get old?
Never.
Yeah.
Never. Especially when it's, you know, the snow is covering the mountain. That is the most beautiful thing ever.
And this stadium's going to be packed,
Florida boy.
obviously. Right.
It better be packed.
It's going to be packed. What has the crowd meant to you?
Everything.
Yeah.
It meant that they're there, that we're one. And I hope we mean to them what they mean to us, because when they get going, they get going. I mean, and we love it. Like running out, you know, behind Ralphie. I don't know if Ralphie's on the injury reserve list this week, but
oh, is she?
Yeah, I think so. but I'm praying that she's all right. But when we run out, it's electric.
Yeah,
it really is.
I think we need to get Ralphie with Swayze a little bit.
Ralphie's had a good run now.
Yeah, I don't know. You know.
Yeah, Ralphie's had a good run.
I like it.
So, you know.
Is there anything about Folsom, about this stadium that surprised you, that you didn't expect?
Yeah. The smell of weed in the second quarter it surprised the heck out of me. Like every game, I'm like, dang, like it seems like it's like a light up quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so is this the quarter that y'all chose? Like, I'm serious, it's a TV timeout, it never fails, and I'm like, wow, what's going on? Because you know, I've never been high a day in my life, so that's kind of new to me.
That's a Boulder essential, I guess.
It truly.
It is. All right, guys. Well, we're going to see you on Friday. Coach, thank you so much. It's such a privilege, as always.
How you come back starting? I like the new lead-in. I like the new shot.
We got to change it up a little bit.
This has been Coach Prime's Playbook with Romy Bean.